Okay. Yesterday at about 9 p.m. The gang stalker neighbors, Ian, Rhonda, Michael, whichever one of them, whichever one of them, and there are a bunch. We're saying some crazy, just the stupidest shit about me. Saying something about I had a nuclear weapon for fuck's sake. Well, this is a recording after that. I don't know. They mention it on here, so I'm gonna play it. It's a recording.
Because these jerks are telling people now that I have a nuclear bomb, which is just utter bullshit. So I'm gonna record for a while in the silence of my bedroom. They probably aren't gonna talk now since they know I'm recording.
But they did talk. It's 4:11 a.m. here in Bellflower, California. You're gonna hear robot voices. You're gonna hear all kinds of weird crap. And that's all coming from this. In the silence of my bedroom while I was laying down.
So I'm going to be recording the electronic harassment for a little while.
Right there, he just, I don't know which one of them said to which one. I think it was Gino or Michael said to Ian, why the fuck did you say he had a nuclear weapon? Now, if you say you don't hear those voices, you're lying. Good morning, Moon Cricket. I've never seen you in here before. Thank you for coming. Now, in case you don't know, this is what V2K electronic harassment sounds like recorded. It is intense, and the worst part is it's 24/7. It's 24/7, but people around you can't hear it. It's basically like I don't know if you know of TED Talks. You can look at TED Talks. It's like audio spotlight where they focus on a single target, and you're the only person that can hear it. But this recording proves that it's not voices in your head. Yes, it is terrible. It's arduous. It's grueling. It creates sleep deprivation, um, uh, emotional anxiety, all kinds of things because it's a constant death threats, harassment, slander, just the most disgusting verbal abuse 24/7 that only you can hear. That's funny. Meatloaf sucks. But yeah, you're right. This tape is horrible. It's shit. It's electronic harassment. And I have to fucking hear it from these people 24/7. And only I hear it. But you're hearing it because I fucking recorded it. This is the crap that targeted individuals hear from gang stalkers 24 hours a day. They tell people about it. People say, "Oh, you're full of shit. I'm not hearing anything. I don't hear anything." Yeah, you don't hear anything because it's like audio spotlight. They focus on your auditory nerves alone, on you alone, and you're the only one that can fucking hear it. Death threats, all the crap. Actually, you can't drown it out with music. You can't drown it out. Well, Meatloaf. Should you really be Meatloaf? Um, I listened to Meatloaf's music since I was a kid, and he's fucking great. I can't really believe that the real Meatloaf would, you know, honor my channel like this. But um, to be perfectly honest, they've been doing this shit to me for over 3 years. You're only having to listen to it for several minutes. right there. I don't know if you heard that, but he said, "You son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill you." I have to say this. No offense, but you're shitting me, right? I mean, uh, I can't wrap my head around that, but I appreciate that. But you are exactly right. No one deserves this kind of torture. Um, if you look at any of my other videos about the remote neural monitoring, which is this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what remote neural monitoring is. And targeted individuals, not just me, all over the world are dealing with this shit every day of their life. Well, uh, I'm an artist and I write music. Um, uh, this all started from my music and my artwork, and they've stole all my intellectual property and all kinds of shit. Um, uh, as I say to everyone, everything I've said on here is as accurate and true as I can possibly make it. If you want to use a voice stress analyzer, facial recognition, I don't give a shit. Any kind of lie detecting apparatus, whatever, I'll polygraph, I'll do whatever. Everything I'm telling you are facts. All my research, all my experience, all the harassment, every bit of it. I'm sorry to hear that, Black, Black Cyrex. Um, if anything that you learned from my channel about how to protect yourself, um, protecting your identity, I can't stress enough. Search yourself, because they will steal everything, and you won't even know what's happening until it's over with. They will steal everything: medical records, social security, identity, birth certificate, all of it, card numbers, all of it, every bit of it that is you, your history, your family's history, your friends, everything. They'll impersonate you. They've done it all to me. Yeah, that's horrible, Black Sharks. I've had to deal with that too, so I understand exactly where you're coming from about using everything of yours and claiming it's theirs. Um, just I can't explain it all in a minute here. You'll have to go back and look at my videos to get a whole scope of what has been done to me and those around me. Um, that's just 16 minutes and 5 seconds of a 39-minute recording. Um, I have, I think, 60 or 70 in here. And as I've said before, I never connect this tablet to the internet so it doesn't get hacked and the evidence removed. But as I've said before, there's several on here. Some of them I've recorded overnight that are 300, 400 minutes long, hours long, and every one of them has just the most heinous, just disgusting threats and harassment. And these people, which some of them are my neighbors, will come by my RV here and harass me from outside, driving by, yelling out of their windows, walking by, saying stuff all the time, all the time. And I'm not alone in this. There are many other people that deal with this. Now, why they're targeted, that's the reasons vary. Mine personally, I'm absolutely certain after all this time over my music and my artwork and where it originally started, I know pretty much. Um, I'm poor. I can't afford to spend money for a Faraday cage or orgonite. Um, I researched ways that for people that are that are able to purchase certain things like the copper infused blankets and stuff, and the Q wave and things like that. Q wave is supposed to uh, block some of the EMF frequencies that they use to do this with microwaves. And if you're listening right now, I can be silent, and that's how the room normally is. But I'm still hearing this shit. I'm hearing it, even though it's silent. And this is what it sounds like. So I can continue to play the rest of this tape. It gets weirder. They get robotic voices, uh, make themselves sound like demons. If you really want to hear it, do you want to hear the rest of it? I'm happy to let you hear it. I'll just go ahead and let you hear it. And you can tell that's a crowd of people. I don't know how many were any number of people. Um, I do know who several of them are through my researching them and finding out who they are because they're blatant with it. It's not like they try to hide who they are with me. Yeah, you definitely hear people talking. But like I said, you hear how it is? That shit was recorded in a room silent like this. I I could start it over and record it for you and get the same thing or similar to it. I've done it before. I've done it live before in front and on one of my videos. And it's sounds like this. but the recording has the several people screaming their harassment. They're not screaming right now. They're being really quiet because I'm, when I do this usually, but they are still talking. I hear them talking. One of them literally says, "I did nothing to Scotty Schmear." Utter bullshit. Every day they do this. Every day. All fucking day long. And I'll show this again for anybody that's came in. This is a recording. It's not this tablet is never connected to the internet. And like I said, I keep it that way to keep it from being hacked. That is a dog barking in the neighborhood. As you heard before, there was a cop siren go by, but that would be like as if you heard it right now with me sitting right here just like this. Here come the robot voices and the demon sounding stuff. And you can hear the cars driving by and stuff, and it even distorts that. The dogs barking, it distorts the sound of that, whatever the hell they're doing. And you can hear them say my name, Scotty, several times. Scotty Schmear. They'll say, I want to kill you, Scotty Schmear. I hate you, Scotty Schmear. You're a son of a bitch, Scotty Schmear. Blah, blah, just all kinds of crazy stuff. I think right there, they said, "I hate you, Scotty," over and over, just right there, 50 times. Now, like I said, you've heard 28 minutes and 58 seconds of "I hate you, Scotty," over and over, and "I'm gonna kill you, you son of a bitch," blah, blah, blah. Imagine sitting here just like I am right here, hearing it right now. But every day, all night, for a few years now. Hello, free spirit. Glad to see you. Says he is. I couldn't tell you for sure. Now, as grueling as being gang stalked is on the target and having to hear this stuff in a setting just like this. And you're the only one hearing it. You can imagine how grueling it has to be on my wife. She's sleeping right now. Yeah.
Turn it off at will.
Now that's a 39-minute and 7-second recording. But I have all of these of the same stuff. And some of them range from 409 minutes to 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 404 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 438 minutes, 237 minutes, 436 minutes. And like I said, I never connect this to the internet. I don't know if you can see that where it shows on the top. It doesn't want to come up. But the little Wi-Fi icon will not come up. There it is. There's the Wi-Fi icon. It is not ever connected to the internet. Ever. For reasons I stipulated, that I don't want this ever to be hacked. Now, you can go back and look at some of my other videos, and without the recording, I went back and looked at some of them myself, and in a lot of them, you'll hear the same stuff in the background, just like I'm sitting here right now. But it's continuous. It's 24/7 electronic harassment. Targeted individuals such as myself by gang stalkers in a worldwide criminal syndicate of identity theft, intellectual property theft, other trafficking such as faked videos, impersonation, physical harassment, physical assaults. They've assaulted me in person. One came in at my next door neighbor as part of this shit, attacked me with a hatchet, came after me with a hatchet. I'm 54 years old. I'm disabled. I walk on a cane. I have COPD. I shouldn't smoke. But I went out and I confronted this person with no weapons. I'm maybe a little crazy to do that, but uh, I'm not going to back down from these people. I'm not going to, allow them to make me feel afraid, even though, I might take caution for, my family and friends and the threats to my life and them and anybody that knows me and the things they've done to hack my Facebook. Uh, it came in here and threatened me in the chat. Literally came in here and threatened me in the chat if I didn't take my videos down, that, gang stalking would get worse. Um, threatened to come burn my house down and shit, but and whatnot. Um, but that's an everyday thing. You get desensitized to it, if you can get desensitized to such things like that. Any questions? Comments? Like I said, this isn't just happening to me. That's why I'm here. Because there are hundreds more like me. It's like I said, this is an organized crime syndicate of terrorists. I've been here an hour. Listening to that just bothers me. I mean, come on, hearing over and over constantly, 24/7. I hate you, Scotty Schmear. I hate you. I want to kill you. Blah blah blah. You can imagine it gets old after a while. Well, thank you, Roberta. I'm sorry, Roberta. I just saw you sub to me over when you were talking over at on Dorothy's channel, and when I was over there chatting and telling you about what is happening, I wasn't kidding when you're gonna come over here and you're gonna see what I'm dealing with, and it's gonna be some weird shit. Um, uh, it it takes a certain type of animal or snake to be part of that group, that are willing to do what they're doing to me and other people, to anyone rather. Um, at, at, as per my research and my experience, this is part of what's going on with Havana syndrome. This is the same, you get the same symptoms, but they've become so brazen now that they're attacking officials, not just everyday people like me. They're attacking CIA agents, diplomats, people in power. And that should raise some red flags. I mean, as long as this has went on without any real investigation, shows to me that the corruption is deep. It's worldwide, and that's not just from my experience. It's worldwide. There are people being attacked like this in the UK, Australia, Canada, um, India, China, Japan. It's everywhere. And how it has gone unabated for as many years as it has. I mean, me personally, I've been hearing that crap and dealing with the remote neuromonitoring and stuff for over 3.5 years now ish, 24/7. And like I said, you've heard 39 minutes of it. Imagine dealing with it 24/7 and being harassed on the street, followed on the street, assaulted, demeaned, had your whole life stolen from you, intellectual property wise, history wise, slandered. The reason why I played this one tonight was because yesterday they're telling their followers or whoever's watching them that I have a fucking nuclear weapon. I don't I, I don't have a fucking nuclear bomb. You gotta be kidding. You know, I mean, what the fuck? Um, and just the other things they say, people, I'm a murderer, I'm a rapist, I'm this and that, I'm gay, I'm this. My wife would love to know that I'm gay after 30 years of marriage. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary on October 12th. And these sick snake people, and I call them snake people because there's no better word for them. They're fucking terrorists. Yes, you are indeed correct. Some people are really crazy, and these people are that. And it's a large group of people. It's just not a few random individuals. There are lots of them, and they're organized. It's worldwide. I'm not joking. I'm not playing a prank. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not embellishing. Um, you, you can look up targeted individuals. We're called crazy, schizophrenic, paranoid, and that the voices are in our head. Well, you just heard those voices are not in my head. If they were in my head, I wouldn't fucking be able to record them. If I was schizophrenic, paranoid, where you hear voices and genuinely, some people are that way, that they have a problem and they hear things. Well, I'm not hearing shit in my head. These voices are not coming from me. They're being projected into me, to me. I hate to hear that, John, because every time I see another targeted individual struggling to deal with this, and the real struggle is getting people to listen. Because it does sound crazy. It does sound like science fiction, and it isn't. It's real shit. See what I mean? John here is in Yorkshire, England. I'm here in Bellflower, California. I know someone in Kuwait. She deals with it. I know someone in Australia that deals with it. I know people all over the country from, from searching other targets out to try and help them with this problem. I mean, I'm a target myself. I'm trying to protect myself, but anything I learn to protect myself, I want to impart that onto anyone else that's being targeted and get something done about this because it's disgusting. Yes, that is part of the agenda or the program, they call it. The script is to make you look crazy. They will gaslight you, and what they want is to get an emotional response, um, so that you look like you're the nut, but you're not. They are. They're the nut. They're the antagonists, and you're the protagonist in the story. They instigate, and you retaliate. The only way you know how, and if you're not getting any support, a lot of times it's going to be with aggression because you're going to want to fight back. But how do you fight back when, in many respects, it's an invisible enemy? You're going to get pent up. You're going to be full of aggression, and there's going to be nowhere to go to because you go to the police, you go to the FBI, you go to the CIA, you go to the inspector general, like I have, and lawyers, and you get, oh, thanks for information, we'll look into it and we'll get back to you. No one ever gets back to you. You talk to a lawyer, they look at you like, oh, I can't help you. You go to the police, oh, we'll look into it. They literally called it a conspiracy. Some of the officers I talked to called it a conspiracy. They didn't say a theory. They didn't say, where's your information? I showed them evidence. Said to look into it. But that's been quite a long time ago. And I know there's other targets that have, presented the same prospects, the same presentation to other agents of law enforcement. Um, if, and as I said, if they can glean any information from you, anything, anything you think, anything you see, anything you do using this technology, they can do it to anyone. That's probably why Havana syndrome has got everybody wiggy, because that's what they're doing. I mean, they're attacking CIA agents, for fuck's sake. CIA agents with this shit. So if it's not, if it doesn't constitute a world security issue to deal with that they're willing to attack diplomats, CIA, I don't know what is. So I don't know. Yeah, I know India is really bad with it, and so is Japan. So is Japan. They're really hard hitting Japan, just like they're hitting the U.S. Like they're hitting all of us. I'm telling you, they're hitting everybody. Um, and the problem is some targets don't even know they're targets yet. That, as my experience and my research, you could have been targeted for a couple years before you ever realized you were targeted. So they've already gleaned every bit of information they want from you. They've already stolen your identity, your intellectual property, all of it. And they have been, impersonating you for a time before you ever even realize it. So the reality is you, the viewer, could be targeted by this same shit and not know it yet. That's the scary part. You might be a target and just don't know it. So I'm gonna end on that. because I think that's pretty much of a bombshell. As I keep saying in my videos, do your own research and search yourself. Search your own profiles, because they've invented profiles for me. They have me listed as deceased on a profile that I didn't create. So make sure your identity is your identity still. That your life isn't being Frankenstein frauded, as IDX would call it. So I'll have to call it a video. It's 5:25 a.m. here. I've been up all night. I don't sleep much anymore, but when I do sleep, it's not really sleep, because if you're a target, you know that they're sleep depriving you. So even when you are sleeping, you thank you, Roberta, for coming in. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you. Thank you. And Meatloaf Official, if that's really you've honored my channel. You honored me just by your kind words. Even if you're not Meatloaf, for real. Thanks for everybody coming out. You have a good night. Stay safe, or try to anyway.